This is the BMW M. 26.2 50-50 weight distribution, 50% over the front axle, 50% over the back. And the fuel tank is the size of a disposable prostate exam. M-powered BMWs, and I was very excited. I couldn't wait to give it a spanking. The steering, the brakes, the power. I still think it's an epic car. I mean, just brilliant. Oh, yes. The Renault is quite a loutish looking car, and it isn't as well made as the Golf, and it isn't as refined, but it is more exciting. We made this the car of the year. Feels like quite an angry car as well. I'm very angry about having such a big bottom. Bloody French. What we've got here is an M5. Now, imagine if the British had built this. Oh, yes. We're now up to 130 kph, 140. Bang on! It's unbelievable! And I can't believe this! Now, how do I stop it? I think this, by a long way, is the most beautiful car I've ever seen. The steering, the brakes, the power, and this noise. The driving experience just dominates everything. Doesn't matter what you've got, doesn't matter what you've ever driven. This is quicker, it's faster, it's more astonishing. I must say that when this car rolled up, I was determined to hate it. It's big and brash with its white letter tyres and tacky upholstery, sort of automotive equivalent of a pair of white socks. But I've done a couple of 100 miles in it now, and I'm getting really rather fond of it. It has an earthy feel about it, which I like. It has a reasonable turn of speed, and it handles with great adroitness for such a Leviathan. The steering's a vast improvement over the old model, and so driving it on normal roads is by no means unpleasant. Even so, you're constantly aware that no matter how much it pretends to be a Jaguar, its abilities are more in line with those of a tractor. Thanks to no-nonsense styling and a simple, rugged charm, I have to say, it's very impressive. And under the bonnet, you get a General Motors 5.7-litre V8 engine. Well, I need an off-roader because where I live, the routes into town are so congested that the best way to school is down here. So, all things considered, the off-road car is not good at avoiding accidents. What, however, it's very good at is dealing with them once they happen. Princess Diana had one of these. Welcome, everyone, to the world's first supercar. There are slightly swollen arches, and that's always been the genius. It is, in short, another classic supercar. There are no cup holders, it's impossible to plumb your telephone or whatever into the stereo system. It produces all of its torques, and there are many, the instant you touch the throttle. The enormous weight means it's no good in the corners either. It is as quiet as a library for church mice. So this or a Ford Focus? What in the name of God is powering this thing? This is mind-boggling, and listen! This doesn't feel like anything I've ever driven before. It feels like a thoroughbred.